Do you know what I mean? What is your normal? That's all that everybody's talking about, isn't it? The new normal. Or, I can't wait till everything returns to normal. I don't even know what my normal is. I guess the thing is, your world stops when somebody sits in front of you and they say to you that your child has cancer. Your world stops. It doesn't slow down. It turns all upside down and all around, and you feel sick. Like you've been punched in the stomach so hard. And it doesn't stop there, they say they can cure the cancer, they can give you drugs, they can cure the cancer, but the rest is on you. You have to keep them safe. Don't let them near anyone that has a cold. That's on you. That's on you. If they die because they've got an infection, that's on you. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the responsibility of that? So this whole thing about COVID, scary. Really, really scary. If a cold is scary, then COVID's going to be really scary, isn't it? Do you remember? It was March, wasn't it? 23rd of March. Boris is there. He's been on the TV every night for nights. 5 o'clock we used to tune in. We'd be in the hospital, and his mantra was stay home, save lives. Stay home, save lives. Stay home, the chance will be a fine thing. We've been living in the hospital for 3 months. Do you know what stay home, save lives meant to us? It meant my husband having to leave the hospital. Our family smashed to pieces because of COVID. Because only one parent was allowed in the hospital. And I had to stay there and do my best to keep us safe. So, when people say they struggled with lockdown, I don't get that. Because to me, lockdown was the easy part. To me, when I got home, that was my safe space. That was when my family could finally be together again. We didn't have to go to work. We didn't have to worry about what was out there. We were just safe at home. We watched Netflix. Everybody was watching Netflix, weren't they? If it wasn't Netflix, you had Sky TV, Amazon Prime. You can stream anything these days. That's not hard, is it? And there's just something nice about having the space to slow down. Do you know what I mean? That whole thing about lockdown gave people a chance to reflect, to think about what they really wanted, what was important to them, what was important to me. My family was important to me. Keeping my daughter alive was important to me. Holding her in my arms, listening to her breathe, that was important to me. You can't imagine what it's like. The isolation, the desperation, the fear. And COVID being outside of those walls. So there we are in lockdown, and everybody's buying dogs. It got expensive. And we have a dog, and that's lovely, and I love going for walks with my dog, and that was another beauty, another thing that I am so thankful for. But do you know what my daughter really, really, really wanted? All she wanted was a cat. And I couldn't give her what she wanted. I couldn't give her that cat. A simple cat that would have given her so much happiness, so much love. Why? Because that could kill her. Because that cat could carry disease. That cat could give her infection. That cat could do horrendous things to her brain. So no, I don't understand some people's moans and groans. And I don't understand the freedom protesters and the anti-vaxxers. What is so hard about putting on a mask for 5 minutes or keeping a little bit of distance from each other? Just to save lives. It's not hard, is it? Do you know, I'm a hugger. I love hugs. I'm touchy-feely. I love a hug more than anybody. But it's not a huge sacrifice, is it? Just to keep everybody safe. And don't get me wrong, I'm not heartless. I understand loneliness and isolation, desperation. I understand these things more than anybody. But, when you've got people who are saying, you're not pumping me full of that shit, you're not pumping me full of those drugs, they've only just created them. What's that all about? That's our technology. We've been vaccinating people for years. Kids have measles, mumps, rubella, polio, all these injections we give our kids to keep them safe. Do you know what I mean? Every day I have to pump my daughter full of poison, full of chemicals that I don't understand. I have to trust it. Intravenous injections, infusions, intrathecals going into her brain every day, every week, every month. I can't question everything. Can I? We can't question everything. We have to trust some things, So don't talk to me about normal, because I don't know what normal is. Normal for me is never going to be the same ever again. Isolation hasn't stopped for me. I'm worried about the coughs, the colds, let alone COVID. So don't tell me it doesn't exist. Don't tell me everything's gone back to normal.